today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good.
Hello and welcome to Mark and Kelly's Chips, Tips and Things. Well, you know what one of my passions is, which is Disney, and we are here at the Disney Experience. It's the Wonder of Friendship.
There we are, the Wonder of Friendship. So we are here on the Strand to try the Disney Experience.
Now the tickets cost around just over £17, so I'm so excited and I can't wait. So let's go in. Okay, so here we are. There's a bit of a queue, and they check your bags on the left, and then they check your tickets on the right, and toilets are only downstairs.
Yes.
So best watch out.
There we are, and look, bit of a queue we've got here, but we will get there and we will show the Disney Experience.
Okay, so we have got 12:30 slot, which is the slot that I actually booked. We're just being held in the waiting area here, just to give like the other people a bit of time to move forward, and then we'll be making our way down. I'm not talking very loud, so we're not talking very loud. And can you imagine? I forgot to bring my Disney ears. Oh my god, I just feel so annoyed. But never mind, onwards and upwards.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant.
Welcome to your Disney Friendship Immersive Experience Day. We're so excited to have you here and we can't wait for your wonders to happen as you go around this experience. We're going to give you one of your persons in the group to look after this unique friendship key. Okay, these are really important for your experience. So if you want to have a little look in your group now, nominate who do you think the most trusted person is to keep hold of this safe, and just pop up your hand so we can give you the key. Alright, so as you go around the experience today, with these key cards, you're going to tap onto a little circle which you'll see just like demonstrated on here, and it will go green, alright? And it's going to ask you some Disney questions, alright? It's not a quiz, don't worry. Well, it is a little bit, but there's no right or wrong, okay? So then at the end of your experience, it's going to calculate all of your each and individual answers, and it's going to tell you a bit about your unique and individual friendship. Alright, so it's like Disney therapy, alright? That's what we mean by Disney therapy.
Kelly's going to tap her card onto this interactive thing here. Accept the terms and conditions. There you go. How many in your friends group? We'll put 2. And now we can add the names.
Okay.
So we're going to obviously add me and Kelly. There we are. Let the adventures begin. Let's begin. So we've unlocked our friendship key. That's where you're going to tap. And there we go. That's it. We're ready to go. Let's go for the immersive experience.
Let's go. So as you come in, they do ask you to log on to their Wi-Fi and also to have Snapchat. Now I've got Snapchat, but I don't really use it that often, so it's going to be interesting when and where you're supposed to use the Snapchat. Let's go. also get given this key, which you have to scan on the outside there, as you saw us do when we were entering our names and stuff like that. But you get this card, and then at the end it tells us a bit about our friendship at the end. So let's see how that goes.
For a century, Disney has whisked us away into wondrous new worlds, told us stories that made our imagination soar, and showed us that no two friendships are the same. Whether it's a friendship that goes back decades, a new group of pals, or a bond shared by a family, every connection is unique, and that's exactly what we're here to celebrate. If there's one thing we've learned from Alice, it's that if you follow your curiosity, you're sure to find new friends and new adventures. So get ready to tumble down the rabbit hole. Come and explore the wonder of your friendship. Celebrate the connections you share, and discover how when you come together, you have the power to light up the world. Welcome to Disney's Wonder of Friendship, the experience. Are you ready to unlock the wonder of your friendship?
Right, this is where you're going to use Snapchat. So you've got the little icon there. Let me just zoom in. Right there. And you just scan through. So you will need Snapchat at this point to help your experience. It won't affect it greatly, I'm told, if you don't have it, but it's just good to make sure you have Snapchat to get the full experience.
So basically, as I was unlocking it, it unlocks for 2 hours. So that's something also to keep in mind.
There's Snapchat, isn't it?
Yeah, Snapchat.
So now look, I'm going to show you what you see in Snapchat. So if you look at Kelly's phone, it's actually got all the little magical, well, I'd say, does it look like beads? Animations on it, so it does enhance the experience.
Yeah.
That's what you'll see, obviously, outside of Snapchat. It's very giant, well, you've got giant plants and flowers and butterflies. It reminds me very much like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, you know, when he goes into the Wonder Village, but there you go. That's the gardens you can see. And again, I'm just going to show it through Kelly's Snapchat. Look, I'll just zoom into there. You just get the added animation on top.
So you can see all the cards here, all the Alice in Wonderland sort of like, you know.
Yeah, really good.
Little animations there.
There we go. Let's have a little wander around the gardens. Oh, so you can actually see the flowers growing through the Snapchat, look.
So you can see right there.
Oh yeah, right behind. So it does really help the experience if you do have Snapchat. Right, so we are off to Wonderland. Curiouser and curiouser. So you go through these little doors here.
Hello. So next up is the hazy maze. As you can see, it's very hazy and foggy. Let me know if you aren't okay with that, because I know it can make you cough a little bit. It doesn't last very long, but if you are happy to proceed, then link arms and help each other through the maze. Just give the door a push. Thank you.
So there you are. It is very smoky in here. Very unusual smell, actually. But if we go through, look at this. is all a foggy maze. I love the clocks on here. They got the, what's it, the I think it's like a luminous paint, so we're going through. Yeah. And I'm breathing in the smoke in here. It's very sort of technicolour thing. It's very much a unique experience in here. I can't sort of describe the smell of the actual smoke. It's quite unusual, but you can actually taste it. There's Kelly doing her Snapchat. There, look, is the house. If you can hear me about to cough, it's because it is quite foggy in here. But
more Snapchat as well.
Oh, there's more Snapchat. Let's have a little look. Oh, I can see all the magical,
all the magical
bees,
animations.
the cards. Yeah, you can see where you're going just right, but it is quite unusual. It's like a big fog machine. Very, very foggy here. There we go. And it does sort of help the silhouette, so we can then see Alice, the rabbit. There is the Mad Hatter with the rabbit. So we can just about make out other people trying to get through as well. It's quite strange. Oh, we've got it. There we are. There's the door. Yeah, we couldn't hardly see it. And you can see, look how foggy it is. You cannot see there any beyond that silhouette. So it's quite foggy. Right, we're going to go through here. Oh, into the Hall of Mirrors. Just in the mirror room, which is quite funky actually. You can see all the cards on the wall, and then you get your photograph taken there, but you can just about see all the mirror and reflecting around. I love the floor. It's very Alice in Wonderland, how it all curves around, and you've got the images there. There we go.
Mark and friends, tap the answer that best describes you, your friendship.
Are we planned to perfection, or are we more spontaneous?
Well, I'm a planner.
I'm a spontaneous.
So
Madam does. So yeah, plan.
Let's
go. It says the sea is calling. So in this room, we've got all these screens here showing Lilo and Stitch. There you go. It's almost, they're like little picture postcards, the ones you get the automatic ones that we used to find, but Polaroid, that's the word. It does remind me of a Polaroid, but it is really good. I do like the way they've utilised the space here.
We came through the fog and then we went into that sort of like mirror room, but I can actually still taste the fog.
Yeah, I can still taste it as well. It's like
got a taste to it, so it's quite weird.
What would have been good is if they flavoured it.
Yeah.
That would have been a really good idea. That's a suggestion I think we might give them.
Yeah, for sure.
So we're in Ohana Bay. There's the Snapchat part there. You can take your photographs here in the opportunity. There's also a surfboard there, so you get the opportunity for two of you to go on there. You have to find your balance, apparently. That's how it works. So we're going to try that in a bone. What best describes it? Perfectly in sync or opposites attract? It's got to be opposites attract.
It's got to be opposites attract.
Opposite track, let's go to the next phase. Okay, so we're in the orchestral oasis. There is the Snapchat in the bottom corner. We've got to queue up a little bit here to go, but looking forward to this one. So in here, we've got to strut past, like Simba, past this little image of them as they walk. This looks so much fun. You can see those ladies have just done it. We are going to be next.
Nailed it.
Brilliant, thank you so much. Alright, we've come through the next stage. There are actually swings on this one, which are neon. So this lady's about to do it. They're going to swing on it. We're going to be next. This is going to be fantastic.
The louder the music will play.
There you go.
So you have to swing together in order to get the music to play, and the harder that you swing, the louder the music becomes.
Here we go, and front, and back, push back, even harder, has to be harder, push back, and front, even harder, and back. That's it. And even longer, push back, and front, and back, and front. Let's hear it.
This is great fun. I have been on the swing for years.
Good job, everybody. Nice job. All right, thanks.
Right, so we've done the friendship key. We're loading up now. We're at the Lion King section. But when we're together, we are laughing at the wrong time, laughing all the time.
Laughing at the wrong time.
That's that
Oh
one.
yeah.
Alright, they're going to give us, they've logged that in. Let's go to the next one. In this room, we've got a bunch of cubes. What we need to do is put Snapchat on, go under the cube. Here we go, I'm going to go under it and inside, and wow, and inside.
Oh, and this is the diamond that we're looking for.
Ah, we're looking for the diamond. There
So
we are.
what we do is push this one. Let's go.
And scan it through. We found it.
Find Mickey's glove. Okay, there's Mickey's glove.
There's Mickey's glove. You've got it.
Alright.
Look at that. I'm just going to have a look. I do love these little images they've got around here. It's so interesting to actually go under the cube. Look, there's the cube there. We're going to have to duck back down under it. So it is quite interactive. Don't forget, you will have to duck under these cubes. But there we are. We've got to collect 3 or 4 more. So we're going to...
3 badges, but it's supposed to play, it was supposed to play something, I think, but...
Alright. Let's
move on to the next one. Oh, how to play. Here we go.
So we are struggling to get this to work.
Search for the badges, walk to the cubes, keep the camera on the badge, collect. Oh, you're meant to just collect them. Oh, okay.
Alright, so here's one of the badges there. That's Goofy's shoe. Right, so we finally worked out how to do it. You scroll onto the one you want, so we know there's the anchor.
Then you press and you hold.
Hold it on there. There you go, now you're confirmed.
Right.
Right, on to the next.
You've unlocked a selfie.
Ah, so we've got all 3, we get a selfie Mickey.
Here we go.
So we've got a selfie Mickey, look, there's us 2 with the Mickey hats. Unlock the 3 of the items there and you get your selfie. Okay, the next station is the Wonderverse. We're going to have a little look what this one is. So if you stand next to the characters, they will start to draw in their own colour. So Goofy, for example, is in green. If you stand next to the character, you should see them draw up in green. There we are, there he is, there it is, there it is. Look at that, you just got to stand next to it and it will draw him up in green. Fantastic. You've got all the other characters there. We shall go through and explore. Kenny's just tapped the final key. We're loading. Hey Mark and friends, tap on the answer that best describes your friendship. As a friendship group, we're never apart, there when it matters. Oh. Do you know what? I think we're there when it matters.
We're never really apart.
No, that's true. So I was never apart.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing, never apart. There we are. I wondered if they were going to give us a final thing, but there we go. So they split us out into the gift shop as you normally get, but these are design your own merch. So basically, you can design your own thing. They actually have 3D augmented goggles here, so you can actually see what they look like. So they're plain t-shirts, but you can actually design your own style. So here's the interactive screen. You can pick your gender here, then obviously the style you want. So I've gone for black, like regular hoodie. And then you can then pick your style, and that's how it would look if you wore it. So that's the interactive part right there. You can actually see how they are. You pick your size. So if I wanted red, I can do that. Grey, it would look like there. So there you are. Gives you an idea. I can only seem to see the one style. I wonder if you could get some others. I'm sure you can. But there you are. Anyway, that's the interactive. We'll have a little play with that and see how it gets on. So we are back. So I'm gonna now off camera just think we did to talk about it a little bit, and then
Yes.
you were saying about did it remind you of Disney? So Kelly did a little bit of a filming bit just to remind yourself of that.
Yeah.
Talk about that a little bit.
Because so basically, because I knew we were going to do a final thoughts not directly after the video, I wanted to remind myself of the feeling that I had in case I forgot when I came out, if that makes sense. So I remember sort of like, now don't get me wrong, it's not like going to Disney World or anything like that by any stretch.
Yeah, that's what I meant by Disney World when we go there.
But what I liked about it is it brought back the when at the end it brought back the feeling of wanting to go to Disney, of missing Disney, of loving Disney and all of that type of stuff. So I kind of wanted to remember what that feeling was, if that makes sense. I don't know if it got translated to the camera or anything, but like I said, it wasn't a spoiler alert, it wasn't the best exhibition.
No, so let's talk about that. So what did you think of the exhibition itself? So as we did, we went, so as you saw, we went round those little staircase, and then we began going through the light show and then into Alice in Wonderland. So what did you think of it?
I thought it was good. My thing was, I felt like the space wasn't big enough, and I felt like they could have done so much more interactive things.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I mean, for me, I think as well, yeah, Kelly's right, the space was quite small. So bear in mind, because it's central London, space is quite limited. That probably would have cost them an absolute fortune to hire out. It was very much a not an abandoned, but an empty building which they've utilised to the best they could do.
No, sorry, I'm going to stop you there. It's not an empty building because it's a members only place.
Ah, okay,
right. But you just haven't. I've actually been upstairs to the members only.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
They got a swimming pool on the rooftop and stuff like that. So, but what they've given the feel of that building, it's almost like a factory building. Like they haven't like. It's not like a finished off plush place, but when you go upstairs, they kind of have done that, but that's for another video.
Yeah. So to the exhibition, what did you think?
Like I said, they could have done so much more. Yeah. The space wasn't big enough. I believe it's touring, so I believe they take it down and they build it up in different places. And I think they needed to really think about the process, really think about what it was, because essentially it was lots of like lights and neon lights and things like that. Essentially. And they did lots of clever little things. So they were like clever tools. You didn't need Snapchat, but they did ask you to download Snapchat to take advantage of the interactive features that are on Snapchat. They were more like photo opportunities or things that you might see that otherwise you couldn't see when you were just looking at something. So you would have to look through the lens of the Snapchat in order to be able to see, I don't know, growing flowers.
Yeah, that's right.
That type of thing.
So, I mean, I think for me as well, I agree. So it started off with the sort of neon pictures of Mickey, Donald and the rest of them. I thought, oh God, is this it? I've got to be honest.
Yeah.
But it did get better.
Yeah, it did.
I actually think the order they did it in, the order you see, was perfect. And I'll tell you why, is because it kind of built up to the better exhibitions. So if you look at it quickly, I won't go through every one of them, but you know, Alice in Wonderland, I thought when I walked in, I thought, well, these are just giant flowers. It reminded me of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. But then when you use the Snapchat, you can actually see all the different cartoon images they put on there, like of bees and
all the animations. Yeah,
that's right. Then of course the smoke room, which was next as well, we said that we thought it would be better if you could taste the smoke, if it's flavoured smoke. And the other ones as well, so like Lilo and Stitch and what had you, or the little cartoons that they put there. I thought they, like Kelly said, they utilised the space well. It didn't, for me, make me yearn for the parks, because it's totally different from the parks.
Totally different. No, what I mean to say is when I came out, not when I was going through, because it wasn't, the experience was okay. If you were a Disney fan, for sure go and check out if it's still going around, because this was in May. You know, it's difficult to explain. If you're a Disney fan, and there were plenty of Disney fans there. And they went in and all of that. We went during the week. Because I felt that it was going to be less busy and things like that, of which it was. I'm thinking at the weekend it probably was. It was difficult to get a ticket at the time that I wanted at the weekend, to be fair. And the time that I wanted was an early time, which was like 12 o'clock is the sort of time that I was aiming for. And it was difficult. You couldn't really get that on the weekend.
No, also as well, I think as well. So for me, let's go for the bits that. So the more disappointing bits were, like I said, that introduction bit. The annoying bit for me was the fact that you kept being held in a holding pen. So they gave, guys, can you just gather here for a bit? And I get it, because they need the next group to move on. But if it was really busy, you're going to spend a lot of time in these holding pens. So there was that. The plus side for me, though, I did like the interactive stuff. The swings that you saw were absolutely great fun. The surfboard was great fun as well. You could actually get to go on that one as well. Loads of photo opportunities. And I did like the fact that they gave you a card and you could then talk about your friendship at the end. You will notice at the end we didn't get the friendship final thing because the machine was broken. That's why you don't see us do it.
And they wanted us to wait for it to be, you know, to fix up and all of this, and we were waiting for a while. The thing that, so basically there's this swing, and like Mark mentioned, and it was with regards to the Lion King, and the higher and the more that you swung or swang, the music would get louder. And you had to sort of swing together to make it work, which was really good, because it was talking about friendship and you know, being together and sort of doing things together. And I thought that was really fun. But I've got to be honest, I'm not a slim girl. I'm not a you know, a slight whiff of the thing. There's some substance to me. And I was like swinging, and I was thinking, is this swing gonna break? This was running through my mind, thinking, oh my god, but it was fine.
No, you're fine. There was 4 or 5 people on one of the swings.
Yeah, so I know. I was just like really like, oh my god, but it was fine. That was probably part of that was probably my most favourite part of it, probably.
And I think that's because it's interactive. Some of the other bits are a bit weird, so like the big blocks you'll see there, and when you've got to go underneath them and take the photograph of it. So they aren't, like I said, essentially what they've done is they've got a room and they've got to utilise it in the very confines of a room space. So, and I do think with a lot of them they worked, some of them didn't.
I mean, when so I nipped off to go to the toilet, and there is more space that they could have utilised, but for some reason they didn't. I don't understand why. I felt that the exhibition or the experience, not exhibition, the experience was very small.
And of course it's going to be limited to what you can do. You
could do it within an hour, possibly an hour and a half.
So the grand question is, can you remember how much the tickets were?
Alright, so it cost £37 in total.
For 2 people?
For 2 people,
There you go. So £37. So for £37, that's roughly what? About £16, £17.50.
I think £1 was booking fee, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. So not too bad. I mean, like I said,
sorry, it includes £1 per ticket, £1 per ticket booking fee. So that's why it comes to 37. So
okay.
35 normally.
Okay, so not too bad. You do get like, you get the interactive experience in that. You do get to do interactive things, and also as well, like I said, you do get to see a few short films that they put in there.
Yeah, there was one thing that was really disappointing to me, which was the gift shop at the end.
Yeah, no, the gift shop, you'll see that as well. The amount of gifts you can actually buy are so limited, and the designs were so limited. From what I could see, there was about 3, maybe 4 designs maximum you could buy.
But you're only talking about one part of it.
Yeah.
You're just talking. So basically, you could have these T-shirts made. You could design these T-shirts yourself. That's what Mark's talking about. But I'm actually talking about a proper gift shop. You know, where you could buy mugs or keychains, or I went to the Disney Wonder of Friendship experience or whatever. And there wasn't. There was a QR code which just took you to the Disney store. Well, I can go to the Disney store on Bond Street myself, or I can order when I'm at home things myself. So that, for me, like, to have a proper gift shop was very disappointing. There was no gift shop. So you couldn't buy, like, T-shirts or, like, let's say you wanted to buy 100 Disney merchandise, or the 50th anniversary merchandise. You could buy any of that stuff, and I just felt that let it down at the end for me.
So for final question is, would you go again?
Yes, I would go again. And hopefully this time the actual photo opportunity would be worth it.
Yeah, that was the annoying thing. So we were waiting for ages, and it wasn't their fault. They had a technical issue, so that's why you don't see us do it, find out what the final friendship thing was.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just, that was one of those things. But there you have it. So I hope you enjoyed that review from Mark and Kelly's Trip Tips and Things. As always, please like, share and subscribe. It always helps the channel, and as you know, we love making videos for you guys. And don't forget our live chat every Tuesday and every Friday, 6 PM UK time, where you can talk about anything you like, including the video you've just seen today. Until then, look after yourselves, do take care, and remember, you are never told to have fun. We'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.
Bye for now.